Just in time for the lead up to the 2020 elections, my good friend and the guy I followed here to the Fox 10 anchor desk, Bob Grip, is joining us in a very, very special role back where he belongs. Bob has just been named the senior correspondent here at Fox 10 News. He'll mostly be focusing on politics as well as other in-depth stories that interest him. Bob?
That's right.
Welcome back, my friend.
It is good to be back to take a little break from retirement. And then I'm going to come back every once in a while, like tonight, for example.
Sure. We wanted you back in harness, you know. We don't want you to get too stale out there. All right, let's talk about tonight's debate that happened over at Spring Hill College, the Republican debate of the three candidates that were there. Not so much a who's who, but who is that, right? You were there. Tell us about it.
That's true. Bradley Burns' camp cited weather and his presence at the president's news conference, where he got a shout out today, so he couldn't be there. Tommy Tuberville and Jeff Sessions had already declined, and Judge Roy Moore canceled tonight. So those who gathered at the Student Center at Spring Hill College got to hear from the three remaining candidates, who are, of course, all backers of President Trump. So I asked the three the same question. What makes you different from all the other Republicans running? And here's what they told me.
You know, I really haven't studied what would make me different from them, other than I'm running because I believe this is an election about the future of our nation in relation to my children and my grandchildren, other people's children and grandchildren, their nieces, nephews.
I'm not a sellout. There you go. I'm not taking any of the PAC money, for example. I'm a self-funded candidate, you know. I'm not the guy that's selling my vote.
Well, as you can tell, I'm a woman, and I'm also a person of color. And we have different issues that seem to go unnoticed. My issue is that justice is not Republican or Democrat. What we have to do is address the issues of justice that are affecting persons normally marginalized or, you know, not necessarily at the table when these deals are made.
All right, speaking of the three leading candidates, how are they doing as far as money is concerned? That's a huge game in any election.
That's right. Very, very important. And one measure is by looking at their cash in hand. So I did a little digging today. Let's take a look at the Alabama Senate race. Jeff Sessions has $2.5 million cash in hand. Now, that was before a big ad buy. That figure's probably down to about $1.8 million. Bradley Byrne, $2.2 million in cash. Tommy Tuberville, $1.5 million. But that includes $1 million of his own money as a loan. Now, all of them got most of their money from Alabama. But on the other hand, the incumbent Democratic Senator Doug Jones, look at that, has $5.5 million. His big donors come from California and New York, though.
Well, so what does that tell you about that money coming in from California and New York on his side?
Makes it very interesting. And there's another report due in about a week, and we'll see how things look then. Byron?
Bob, thanks so much. As always, man, it's a pleasure.
Good to be back.
Oh, it's always good to be